Alright everybody, um, in this video I'm going to explain the law of conservation of mechanical energy, and then I'm going to solve few numericals based on it. Now, very important topic, because if you go through past year's paper, they ask numericals related to the conservation of mechanical energy. Now basically there are two situations in which we study the conservation of mechanical energy. One I have shown on the screen here, the free falling object, the case of free falling object. Another one is of simple oscillating pendulum, and they ask numerical related to these two situations only. So let's begin with the help of a simulation, and then I'm going to solve few numericals based on these two situations, oscillating pendulum and free falling object. So but before that, let's try to understand what is the meaning of conservation of mechanical energy. Now, mechanical energy is energy possessed by the body due to its position or motion. Okay, so it's a combined form of potential energy and kinetic energy. So with the help of simulation, let's try to understand first, and then we'll solve few numericals. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, there is a skater here. Standing still on the ground. Its potential energy is 0, kinetic energy is also 0. Obviously it's on the ground right now, no height, no potential energy, no velocity, no kinetic energy. Now let me keep it at some height here, and let me pause the video. Oh, see. Okay, wait, let me keep it at some particular height. Let me keep it full screen. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. What else do I need to do? Slow motion. Okay, so the skater is at particular height. It will have only potential energy. If you increase the height, potential energy will also increase. As you can see, they have shown with the help of a graph on the left hand side. Kinetic energy is 0, all potential energy, because it's at rest at particular height. Total energy will be potential energy only, because total mechanical energy is a combination of kinetic and potential. So at this position, all potential energy, no kinetic energy. So total energy will be equal to potential energy only. Very important position. We will begin from this position only in case of all the numericals. We always begin from this position only. Okay, so at this position, total mechanical energy is equal to potential energy. Very important point. You just need to remember that. Now let me reduce the friction. Okay, let me reduce the height. Potential energy will also decrease. Let me play it. As it goes down, potential energy will get converted into kinetic energy, and vice versa. Now let me pause it at the bottom here. At the bottom it will have maximum. No. At the bottom it will have maximum kinetic energy, because it will have. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. At the bottom here it will possess maximum kinetic energy, and potential energy is 0 because height is 0. So all potential energy has been converted into kinetic energy at this position. As you can see, they have shown with the help of graph here. And if you notice one more thing, potential energy is decreasing, kinetic energy is increasing, but the total will remain constant. Check this one. Total energy remains constant. This graph will not change. Okay. Sorry. Kinetic energy is decreasing, potential energy is increasing. Now potential energy is decreasing, kinetic energy is increasing, total will remain the constant. And that is the meaning of conservation of mechanical energy. If there is no friction acting on the system, mechanical energy will remain constant. Okay, total energy will remain constant. That is a law of conservation of mechanical energy. If you introduce friction, see what happens. There will be a loss of energy. Check this one. See, the energy is decreasing, and eventually the body will come to rest because of the friction. So generally friction is always there, no problem, it's always there, but we ignore it actually in ideal case. Frictionless system, so friction should not be there, then only total energy will remain constant, otherwise eventually it will become 0. Alright, it has stopped now, and eventually all total energy got converted into thermal energy. So one form of energy is getting converted into another form. That is the meaning of law of conservation of energy. Now let's solve few numerical based on this concept. Okay, so let's begin with this picture here. At this position, total energy is a combination of potential energy and kinetic energy. Formula for potential energy, as we are aware of, mgh, and that is for kinetic energy half mv square. Okay, at this position here the body is at rest, so total mechanical energy will be kinetic plus potential. Here the kinetic is 0, right? Body is at rest, so total energy will be potential energy mgh. This is very important position. We always begin from this position only. ठीक है, halfway down, since the height is half, potential energy will be half. तो यहाँ पे ना potential energy is decreasing, and that will convert into kinetic energy. So suppose that यहाँ पे total energy था 100 joule, that is nothing but the potential energy. Halfway down, potential energy will be 50 joule, and 50 joule got converted into kinetic energy. Total will remain constant, 100 joule. So total mechanical energy will remain constant everywhere. At the bottom here, kinetic energy will be maximum, that is 100 joule. Potential energy will be 0. Total will remain constant, 100 joule. This is just an example. Okay, now let's solve numericals related to this free falling object case. So just a second. Yeah, so let's begin with this one. This question was asked in 2019 ICSE. You can check it. A body of mass 10 kg is kept at a height of 5 meter. So let me draw a rough diagram here. Body of mass 10 kg. This is the body. Height is given 5 meter. It is allowed to fall and reach the ground. What is the total mechanical energy possessed by the body at height 2 meter? Oh wow, very nice. Then what is the kinetic energy body possessed by just before hitting the ground? Obviously it will strike the ground with some velocity, okay, with some kinetic energy. That kinetic energy we have to calculate. So let's solve this numerical here. Okay, so first of all we calculate the total energy at the top here, and that is nothing but the potential energy only. So total mechanical energy at the top. Kinetic energy is 0 since the body is at rest, so it will possess only potential energy at the top. What is the formula? mgh. And this total energy will remain constant throughout its journey. So let's calculate it. M, mass is 10 kg. G, we have to take 10. Height is 5 meter. So the total energy at the top position will be 500 joule. And this total mechanical energy will remain constant throughout its journey. Potential energy is decreasing, kinetic energy is increasing, total will remain constant. So first part, what is the total mechanical energy possessed by the body at height 2 meter? So here somewhere, suppose that this is 2 meter. Here the total energy will remain constant. Total energy at each and every position will remain constant, and that is 500 joule. 500 joule. You don't have to show it, you just need to write total mechanical energy. Total mechanical energy will be 500 joule according to the law of conservation of energy. And one more thing, it's a frictionless medium. If there is friction, there will be loss of energy. So no friction, no loss of energy. So total energy at the top will remain constant everywhere. So total mechanical energy remain constant here. Now second part, kinetic energy possessed by the body just before hitting the ground. Well, check this one. Total potential energy at the top, that is 500 joule, will get converted into kinetic energy at the bottom according to the law of conservation of energy. So kinetic energy at the bottom will be equal to potential energy at the top, and that was nothing but the 500 joule. That's it. You don't have to solve anything here. If you want to solve, okay, there is one more way. To solve this numerical. Okay, if you really want to calculate the kinetic energy, let me tell you what is another way. You don't have to do that, although this is enough. But if you want to really solve for the kinetic energy, it will come 500 joule. Once again, let me solve it. For kinetic energy, we need mass and velocity. ओके तो वेलोसिटी का डायरेक्ट फार्मूला है √2gh. ये देखो मास कितना है. अच्छा, ये जो फार्मूला है ना, ये मैंने क्लासरूम में एक्सप्लेन किया है. दिस इज़ अ शॉर्टकट फार्मूला फॉर द वेलोसिटी 2gh. आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट वंस अगेन, नो प्रॉब्लम, in case of simple pendulum. So let's put the values here. 2, 10, height is 5 meter. Okay, this will be 100, right? And then √100 will be 10. चलो ठीक है यहाँ पे. अच्छा, मास कितना है? 10 kg. देखो 10 का स्क्वायर, स्पीड मिल गया ना हमें एट द बॉटम 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड. तो उसको यहाँ पे पुटअप कर देते हैं. हालांकि आपको ये सॉल्व नहीं करना है, वी हैव ऑलरेडी कैलकुलेटेड इट विद द हेल्प ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मैकेनिकल एनर्जी. इट विल कम 500 जूल वंस अगेन. दिस विल बी 100, राइट? So 1000 divided by 2, that will be 500 joule. So 500 joule was the total energy at the top position, and that total energy will remain constant here as well. So potential energy at the top got converted into kinetic energy at the bottom. This is the way to prove it. Okay, so this is the another way to come to the conclusion. So either you solve it with the help of conservation of mechanical energy or with the help of this formula. Both the answers are acceptable. Okay, now let's move on to the next situation. Alright, check this one. The case of oscillating pendulum. Check this one. This question was asked in 2020 ICSE. Figure below shows simple pendulum mass 200 gram. We need to convert this into kilogram. How do we do that? Divide it by 1000. Means mass will be 0.2 kg. Okay, you can directly write. Okay. Height is given 5 meter. It's 5 meter. Okay. So here the pendulum is at resting position. We displaced it from A to B. The height is given 5 meter. Okay. Okay. Now, first up question, what is the potential energy of the pendulum at position B? Here we need to calculate the potential energy. So we know that total energy at this position, kinetic energy to 0 रहेगा because initially it's at rest here, that and total energy will be equal to potential energy. Potential energy is mgh. So let's calculate the total mechanical energy at the top, which is nothing but the potential energy, that is mgh. So like I said, we always begin from this position. So mass कितना है इसका? 0.2, g 10, h 5 meter. So this will be 2 into 5, that will be 10 joule. So 10 joule will be potential energy at the top, which is nothing but the total mechanical energy at the top. और ये जो टोटल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी है ना, इट विल रिमेन कांस्टेंट थ्रू आउट द जर्नी. सेकेंड पार्ट, व्हाट इज द टोटल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी एट पॉइंट सी? सो टोटल विल रिमेन कांस्टेंट ओनली. हियर it will be 10 joule only. Even here total energy will be 10 joule only. Okay, check this one. Third part. Okay, second part का आंसर क्या है? टोटल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी एट सी at sea 10 joule only. Okay, according to law of conservation of energy, you need to specify it. Okay, here according to law of conservation of mechanical energy. Third part, what is the speed of bob at the position A? Okay, at this position we need to calculate the speed. तो speed के लिए एक ही formula है, under root 2gh. Remember this formula. I'll explain this formula, but first of all let's calculate the speed at the bottom. Height कितना था? 5. This will be 50 into 100. So 100 square root of 100 would be 10 meter per second. Okay, that is the speed of the bob at the bottom. So just remember this formula. Okay, now let me explain ये formula आया है कैसे basically. Again we are going to use the law of conservation of mechanical energy only. Let me explain this formula. So let me explain why V is equal to under root 2gh, because we know that at this position total potential energy will get converted into kinetic energy at the bottom. So potential energy is getting converted into kinetic energy at the bottom. So mm will get cancelled. 2 को ये साइड ले लेते, take the square root and you will get the expression for speed of the bob at the bottom position. So you just need to remember this formula: speed of the object at the bottom, kinetic energy and potential energy. With the help of these these three formulas we can solve these numericals. Do practice because they are such numericals in exam. So I hope you have understood the calculation here. Okay, do comment and let me know. Thank you very much.